is the Waffle Bros. I'm Corwin.
And I'm Uko.
And today we are back with more Power Wash Simulator, and we are going to be cleaning Santa's workshop. And it appears as if there is elf jizz and blood absolutely everywhere because their mating rituals are extremely violent. They got their biological fluids all over
Santa's coat.
Satan's coat. I mean, Santa's coat. I don't know why I'm using that when I should be using this. I should be cleaning everything with the triple banger. Oh, I'll triple banger if you know what I mean.
Like, not to
Damn, your workshop is dirty as fuck, dog.
Well, here's the thing. If they're going to make toys for, like, 4 billion people, you know, in one...
I can forgive them for... you know, being a little bit filthy.
Yeah, they got no time to clean. They
yup.
They got to be out there cranking out more Xboxes.
And if they want to, you know, if they want to have the elves keep up with the booming population on Earth, then they got to be fucking nonstop.
Yeah,
they got to be giving them all sorts of, like, you know, ground up rhino horn and shit to make sure that they are able to bang all through the night. Because the entire rest of the year is spent with, like, extremely quick elf pregnancies. That's the way it works.
Like you're saying, violent mating rituals.
I don't know how it ended up being so much that it was violent mating rituals, but that's just the way elves like it. Okay, that's just the way elves like it.
I'm imagining that, like, the elf female is kind of like some spiders and insects and whatnot. The elf female is like 5 to 10 times the size of the male, and they're just swarming like a microcosm of the sperm and egg itself.
And, like, elves just flying through the air, maybe even propelled by orgasmic squirt forces. Merry Christmas, everyone!
Ho ho
ho ho ho! We got, like, so dirty so fast.
Dirtier than this room.
Yeah, dirtier than this room, and the entire room literally appears to be covered with filth.
Pressure wash my mouth out.
Just before we started recording this, I joked with Uko that everyone's always demanding workshop support for this game. So
this is what we got. Yeah.
Santa's workshop, which honestly,
well, I support.
I support that completely. What I'd really like to ask for instead is for the VR version of this game to be not exclusive to Quest VR.
Yeah, man.
Like, it doesn't have to be today. It doesn't have to be tomorrow.
I just want it on the PC side.
I want the PC side, and then we can, like, co-op it and stuff, and it'll be delicious and nutritious. So much filth all over this entryway.
Even though I like this, the canon cleanup Santa's workshop
is in Viscera cleanup detail.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right about that.
If you haven't seen it in Viscera cleanup detail,
I'm pretty sure at some point we did a video on that years and years ago.
But if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's the aftermath of Santa having gone a little bit bananas,
a little bit Christmas postal.
Yeah, under the old Christmas hat.
I think that we theorized that it's because he caught Mrs. Claus
with the elves.
Letting the elves have a taste.
Oh yeah,
a taste of her gingerbread cookie. If you know what I mean.
I was gonna say frosting the inside of her gingerbread house.
Gingerbread cookie, the old nookie cookie, if you will. We're just disgusting today. That's what we are.
Look, the gingerbread might have become a little bit of a snow on top kind of situation.
You putting some powdered sugar on her French toast, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I'm saying that her pubes have gone white as snow.
But
they'll still give her a bowl full of jelly, you know what I mean? Like,
why, man? And this is why we never get invited to partner with any game developers.
Look, KiwiCo, I swear to God, we won't say this shit if you sponsor
during your sponsored segment.
we won't make any jokes about science boxes.
About any jokes about Ada Lovelace sounding like some sort of bondage corset?
Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, I know we've said that we wouldn't ever take the what's that
Raid
horrible
Shadow
game?
Legends?
The Raid Shadow Legends thing. But what if we take one and then say horrible, upsetting things?
Then
Not
they
about
probably
them.
refuse to pay us. That's
yeah.
probably what it is.
Oh yeah.
That's probably what it is. So
Yeah, they have to have the video come
breach
out
of
first.
contract. Then I have to be like, breach these nuts, and they're like, we're sending a team now, and I'm like, uh-oh, better get in my safe room, panic room, that's the one, because
Now here, of course, I mean, if you're really into panic rooms, you have to understand.
it said something there,
I think it said nice.
or maybe night, I don't know, maybe it said,
I'll roll it back.
oh, maybe it was saying the whole world was nice. That's not true though.
It's not.
The world is not
Wait
nice.
a minute. None of these people in Antarctica gonna get shit. There's like 50 people there.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck Antarctica.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wait, hold on a minute. Both Tasmania and New Zealand are all. Yeah, they are.
yeah.
Or is that?
Oh wait, where's New Zealand? I don't
wait,
see
no,
New
it's
Zealand.
not. It's not there. My eyes were playing tricks on me.
We got
So
Tasmania, but I don't see New Zealand. So yeah,
They were too naughty.
this thing looks like a king slime sort of from Durgan Quest.
If there
Doesn't
isn't,
it?
if there aren't slime ornaments,
Oh, there should be. If there aren't, look, Square, you can have that. You can have that idea for free if you haven't done it. Okay,
for real, yo.
you can have it for free.
Is that one gift? Is that gift wrapped in ramen?
I think that's just like a sprinkly looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a sprinkly looking.
I just
fucker
had
of mother.
ramen, so I was like, it was on my mind.
Yep, ramen the noodles, if you know what I mean. That doesn't even make any sense. But
And in case you were wondering, not the fancy kind of ramen.
yeah, the instant
cheap-
kind.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
is it gets a bad rap. It's perfectly good.
You're like, I like my. Who goes over here like, I like my ramen like I like my women, instant and salty.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I said that. Okay, we gotta come up. We gotta pay attention to what happened here,
Oh yeah.
so we can know. Okay, so here's Santa's like, they like didn't jizz as much on his chair. They know.
Respect.
They know that
Dude,
Santa will
Santa's
beat their
throne.
little asses.
On the one hand, Santa's throne is kind of impressive, but on the other hand, it's an eyesore.
Yeah. This right here. These are the stumps that he forces the elves to sit on.
He gets a big cushy
He gets a big
fucking
fucking
chair.
throne, and they sit on stumps. Maybe occasionally he's like, lay your head here, and I'll think about using my candy cane shaped axe to cut your fucking head off.
Shwing.
Yup. And then he gets like, you know, he gets his brother to come to pretend to be the executioner, and it's exactly like in the beginning of Skyrim, except instead of a dragon coming to save them, instead it's like the sleigh comes around just so that the reindeer can watch the final hilarious moments of the dwarves of the elves. Yeah, that's.
I think it would make more sense if dwarves were making the gifts.
Yeah, because
They
dwarves
make
like
stuff.
have the fantasy thing of making things.
Exactly.
Are you also of the opinion that you prefer like full-sized elves as opposed to like the
Little ones?
elves that only really exist in Santa lore?
Here, what I was going to say next was that really,
This motherfucker is decorating his own workshop with images of himself.
it's a little bit tacky.
A lot of balls. Take some balls, Santa.
No.
Fucking balls.
That's another check mark in the he's an offensive dictator.
Yeah, I know. Like I
thing.
said, some fucking balls.
Because dictators love to put pictures of themselves everywhere.
Santa's Grotto presents movie night this Thursday at 7 p.m. Santa's office. Be here or we'll kill you. Imagine if it said that. Imagine if it said that. Then we'd know. Then we'd freak. fucking know over here. Yeah, you've got such a dirty pillar, Santa.
Two things. First of all, I believe that that the gnomes, the elves are really gnomes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They're just misrepresented as
gnomes,
as
it were.
And gnomes are even better than dwarves at making stuff like, short order style. They can spin your stuff into gold or whatnot.
And then, of course, goblins, they're like gnomes, except they're even better at exploding things. I learned that from Warcraft, okay? I learned it from Warcraft. Thank you very much.
The Warcraft goblins are a little bit like gremlins. You know what I mean?
Well, of course, then there's the World of Warcraft goblins versus the Warcraft goblins, which, in my opinion, are slightly different.
Yeah, both commercial.
The Warcraft goblins, they take this, like, really fucked up view on what a sapper is. Because if I remember correctly, they just run in and explode themselves.
Yeah,
I'm
no
pretty
tunnel
sure,
digging, none of that.
No tunnel digging. They don't set us up the bomb. They are the bomb.
Exactly.
So, yeah, and not in like a dude that you're like the bomb kind of way, but instead in a
boom.
Their leader forces them to blow themselves up for the horde, which is frankly kind of weird. I
was also going to say that seeing the Frosty outside made me think about this video I saw the other day of a one of these places in Greenland or wherever it is on the in the Arctic Circle where they do research on the ice sheet. And this building, it was like a big Quonset hut looking building that was extremely cold outside, very much not heated. Really.
And inside of it, they film hut smut.
Well, it's weird that you should say that because they were pointing out the hoarfrost. Which
I love that word.
It's not spelled like that.
I love that word though, even though it's not spelled like that. Are you
aware of what it is? What the deal is with it?
I'm not sure exactly.
It's whenever someone comes in the room to get supplies or whatever from the storage area or whatever area it is that you're going into that's really cold, your condensation from your breath adds to the layers of crystals that are growing on the wall.
Interesting.
Yeah, so if nobody ever goes in there, it's very minimal from like whatever tiny amount of moisture gets in somehow, but which is very, very little because it freezes already. But if people go in there with their hot mammalian breath, then you're growing like rock candy crystals of hoarfrost on the walls.
It's like, get out of here, you dirty hoarfrost. That's, I don't know. I just imagine people saying that. I just imagine people
real,
saying it.
Okay.
Also, it's like it's nicely covered up, so I don't have to watch the fire.
Oh, there's a like a glass in front of it.
Yup.
Okay.
You know what I don't approve of, and I don't like those fake fireplaces. You know what I'm talking about? The ones where it's like a screen, and it's not a real fireplace.
I agree.
It's like that seems like it's one thing if you like put a fireplace on your TV or whatever.
Yeah,
but
I do that
make
shit.
a fake fireplace facade
and then have like a heater in it.
Like
yeah.
What you should do instead is make one where instead you can also use it as a TV. Make it like 16:9 displayed.
Exactly.
So you can also use it as
a
TV.
Let's look at this tree and judge it. See if Santa's tree is awesome.
It's made out of pillows. It's star-shaped pillows stacked on top of each other, and then there's another star on top of it. That's clearly what's going on.
Our grandfather, back in the day, remember his tree?
I have no idea. This is going to be some shit that Uko knows and I don't right here.
So our grandfather and his wife, they had a tree in their house when we went over there one time, one year, and stayed for like a couple of weeks or a week or whatever it was.
You mean the time in the Bama?
In wherever in Alabama. I can't remember the town right now. But his tree, he had outdoor Christmas lights on his indoor tree. And I wasn't sure how safe that was. I didn't think it was unsafe either, but they put off some heat, is what I'm saying.
Yup.
They were enormous like this. It was very cool, but they were also probably from about 19.
It's like come for the presents, and the family stay because you got burned to death. Is that the moment you were looking at there?
pretty much. They also had one of those houses where like it was classy that they had several old school ticky-tacky clocks, actual mechanical clocks. But, and I'm sure that now, in my adulthood, I would probably be comforted by the tick-tock sound, and it would help me fall asleep.
See, I remember the clocks. I don't remember the tree. I remember the clocks being, not neither soothing nor unsoothing.
I was right at like a point, just a point in my consciousness where it completely drove me bananas. I couldn't sleep, with the clocks ticking, and they were like, I think what it is that there were several of them that weren't exactly on time with each other, and my ears had not been damaged by, life, so I could hear all of them tick 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 tick.
I remember when we were children. This is like time for nostalgia time because we're playing the Christmas level. When we were children, Uko used to always think for some reason that I was deliberately trying to fuck with him by keeping him awake when we shared a room. I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
And
I don't know why I thought that.
I was never trying to deliberately fuck with you, but he always did.
That's, I
you see
apologize.
this giant, you see that, it's wrapped with bacon! It's wrapped with bacon! That's clearly what that is. Maybe it's bacon made out of the flesh of the elves? Like, you got, for one of those little bows, you need to use like an entire butt cheek, okay?
Oh.
An entire butt cheek for each bow, because, let's face it, those little elves, they're not going to be, particularly big.
It's really more that they're elf rinds.
Elf rinds? Yes, that's probably what it is. Also, whatever's in this, it's the most disappointing present here, okay? This is, in case any of you are of the, age where you're getting presents from your parents or whatever, almost invariably, the largest object under the tree,
it's going to be disappointing.
It's going to suck. It's going to suck total, like, unremitting ass. So, just be aware of that.
Also,
and
there's
parents, they like the idea of putting a giant present under the tree, and they don't realize that it's going to be disappointing as fuck to you as a child.
Okay, you know what I think is the most evil thing that's been going for a while now? I mean, just in terms
people
of
giving people fake presents in boxes.
Yes, in terms of just pound for pound.
I don't get it, man.
Yeah, pound for pound evil. That they'll get like an Xbox box, and then it'll be like 3 pairs of cotton socks in there instead.
Or it'll be like, here's some shit I'm going to force you to learn.
Yeah.
And so not only does it disappoint the child,
it sets them up to hate learning
for
no reason.
It's like, what the fuck,
the
man?
worst part is that they got their camera filming it for TikTok or whatever. Like, ha ha, yeah, you like your Xbox? Why don't you open and see? And then the child starts crying, and they're like, ha, content, motherfucker.
And then
it's gross.
Then for some reason, people have forgotten what they were like as children. And they'll be like, these fucking kids these days crying because they didn't get an Xbox.
Yeah, I know.
It's fucking weird, man.
It's like, do you really honestly think?
Basically, the point is, pay attention to the movies and don't be a grinchy motherfucker.
Exactly. And I know these people, if they grew up to be giant assholes, if you'd have messed with them like that, made them think they were going to get a Sega Genesis, and then it was some tube socks, they would have just left the house and moved to Montana, that day.
It's like, fuck you, and fuck you. What the hell is this?
It's Santa's
is this for processing elves? Is this how you get the elf bacon? That's what it is, man. This is how you get the elf bacon. I fucking called it. It's his processing machine for fucking processing elves. Processing and hating on the elves. That's what's going on here.
Hey, look, it only takes a minute to strip off all their skin.
Yeah, they call it the elf chipper. That's what it is. And, I'll chipper shredder. I'll chipper shredder all night. Got the old gear box over here, and it's tragically delicious. Because
I was going to say before too about look, there's the chute where all the little bacon pieces come, and
it showers all over the other elves, and then they fucking know where they stand. They know where they stand, far beneath Satan and his army of reindeer. That's the one.
Duh, cavalry.
Yes, cavalry.
I mean, that's in the army.
It's in the army. Whatever, man.
It is what it is.
Whatever, man.
But, I was going to mention before, speaking of consoles, that I guess, one of the elves has to know all the circuit diagrams for the fucking Xboxes and PlayStations and shit. And it's like,
yup.
Like, make those circuit boards faster, sprunkles.
And it's oh man, now I want to play
Prison
Christmas
Escape.
the Escapists again.
Yeah, because
so we can have Spunkler the Elf escape.
I deliberately made Sprunkles his cousin.
His cousin
Sprunkles and Spunkler.
Sprunkles and Spunkler. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's like
that's
now that's like
now,
classic waffle moments. Okay. Yes, classic waffle moments.
Do you remember that one demo we played where we had the character from the game nutting into a shrub?
Yes.
I somehow
we hated
made
on that game so hard,
and the developer
it was
loved
it was one of the few times where we hated on a game, and the developer loved it.
Yeah,
okay,
it was amazing.
Yeah,
I somehow
I pick up these rocket things in Fallout 76 sometimes, and and I sell them or I scrap them or whatever the fuck. I don't know why. It's a wrapping machine. It's a wrapping machine. And occasionally Santa gets crunk and puts his dick in the wrapping paper machine, and he's like,
"I'm gonna go get Mrs. Claus to unwrap this.
Which one of you elven women wants to unwrap the Prezi?" And yeah, that's what he says. That's what he says. And then everybody like waits for him to get drunk and slaps the shit out of him. They just fucking slap the shit out of him. And
I'm sure there's been a movie where the elves swarm him and kill him.
What if they like go after him with their little chompy teeth? Yes, their little chompy teeth. I don't know. I don't know why.
I figure elves have. First of all, elves are going to have, multiple rows of teeth like sharks. That's that much is obvious.
Obviously, all elves, especially the ones from the Lord of the Rings.
And the thing is, I have a good reason for this. Okay, elves are biologically free of almost all the problems that other humanoids have. And so that means they can't be losing their teeth. They're going to have more teeth that back them up. And also they can't be like rodents where they're having to gnaw on stuff to keep their teeth from growing through the bottom of their jaw and out the top of their jaw. So it means they have to have extra teeth coming like sharks.
Additionally, aside from all the things you just said, their farts smell like honey and their pussy juice tastes like how should I put this? Pixie dust. That's the one.
Pixie sticks.
Pixie sticks, not pixie dust. You know what I mean. You know what I fucking mean.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, that's what their pussy juice tastes like.
How do you think they make pixie sticks?
It's even powdery like that. Okay.
They just squirt onto some dehydrating trays.
Yup.
Stick them in the oven. Oh.
Exactly. How am I not fucking cleaning this wall?
This is a gross episode. I'm sorry.
Yeah. This is the sad truth has been revealed that we get more gross on Christmas. I didn't know. I didn't freaking know. Well, now we do. Now we freaking know. And
wait a minute. Hold on a second now. You know how people argue? We've talked about this before, but you know how people argue, hopefully not on Christmas, about whether squirting is pee?
Yes.
I think that you can settle it by squirting into the snow.
And if the snow is yellow, it's pee.
If the snow,
you gotta have them piss on the snow as well, though, to make sure that they don't just have really clear pee.
And then have a third party try to determine which is which.
Which is squirt and which is pee.
And if they can't tell, then it's pee.
Yeah. What if they can't tell because it's both totally clear, though? That's the problem. But
the pee's gonna be yellow.
What if somebody just drinks a lot of water, though? They got, like, unbelievable health.
Well, unless you are indeed an elf. Your pee is going to have some, what's the stuff in it? There's the chemical that's found in urine.
Or something.
Urea is yellow.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I know. But it's just if you're really healthy and drink a lot of water, you're going to have less yellow pee.
But
that's a science fact there.
If a lot of people pee at once into the same spot, it's theria.
Yeah.
Theria on the whole area.
Yeah, I can't believe how fucking dirty this wall is. Why is this wall so freaking dirty over here? Okay, come on. Clean this bitch. Give me the ding. Give me the sweet, delicious ding. That sounds much dirtier than I could ever have imagined it would. But,
give me that dirty ding dong.
Give me that dirty ding.
Along with the ho-hos.
Damn ding, dirty ding. Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. Your
I'm surprised.
decoration machine can decorate
I'm
these
sure
nuts.
the Ding Dongs and Ho-Hos made me think about this. I'm sure that the Little Debbie company makes stocking stuffer versions, of their, packs of their treats.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised there isn't more of a thing like that.
I agree with that. I
Like
agree with that.
red and green Ding Dongs and,
The ding dongs and their hoo-has and their
exactly.
whatnots.
Like,
do I have to Oh yeah, your dirty insides need such a washing. I don't know why I was being such a pervert there. Oh wait, I do know.
have we mentioned before that Little Debbie should sell marijuana-infused products in the areas where it's legal and call it Little Doobie?
I'd forgotten that we'd even talked about that at some point, but it's a fucking genius idea. It's a genius idea. It's also the kind of idea you'd get when you were high.
Exactly. Exactly. Which I swear we're not.
Yup. We are not high. We are just we're high on life, as it were.
Exactly.
That's what we're high on. It's going to be a long-ass Christmas special. I've decided that this video is uploading on Christmas. Okay?
Yeah.
It's not Christmas where we are, but
it will be.
But it
That's
will be
when this is happening.
when this video goes up, and it's going to be long, like
An elf dong.
like a reindeer dong. Okay, actually no, there's no way reindeer dongs can be that long because they definitely end up like getting it snagged on a chimney or something like that.
Horses and deer and stuff, they can kind of retract them in.
Yeah, but you would think if it was like that level of especially long,
Yeah.
that it would be bad to fly around with. That's all I'm saying. It would be bad to fly around with some sort of ultra dong.
And
you want to keep that real sucked up into your body.
And if it came out into the slipstream, it would sound like an exercise band in the wind.
The slurp stream. I don't know why I said it that way. I don't know why I got to be so dirty all the time, but it's just in my nature. It's in my nature to be dirty all the time. Oh yeah.
Scrub that floor.
As I clean this floor, I am dirty. That's just,
Oh, yeah.
It's the duality of life. Thank you very much. It's a really kind of like bleak looking painting.
Honestly,
there.
yeah. Not very festive.
It was probably painted by the first Mrs. Claus as she stared out of the locked, closet window. What?
It's like, stop painting, woman. Start gestating more elves.
Uh-huh. You are but the first hive queen.
I like it.
Yeah.
And then, like, thousands of elves burst forth from her swollen belly.
It's like I used to have a connection with the Illuminati to find suitable breeding sows, but now I have to work with the fucking CIA. They make me plant listening devices in all their toys. Well, this is
fucked up.
This
right
is going.
Here.
Oh no, man. We just, I saw that Simon Whistler on his Brain Blaze channel, he had a thing about however many new conspiracy theories in the year 2023. I just accidentally created the new conspiracy theory. Okay?
That all the Christmas gifts have listening devices,
and also that Santa Claus has been working in tandem with world governments for hundreds of years in order to breed an army of super elves by finding women who are correct hosts for his elf sperm, and then that's basically it
is what it is.
It is what it is. If you believe that, then you're stupid. So then please don't attempt to create a breeding army of elves. That's not a thing that works in the real world. It doesn't work in the real world.
No, it doesn't.
I don't have to have tried it to know.
Now I'm wondering if because things that seem dystopian. Those robots. Google owns the company now that the big dog robots, those ones that look like cyber dogs.
You mean like the Boston Dynamics ones or whatever?
Yeah, Google bought Boston Dynamics.
I did not know that.
Yeah, a while back, which is as the people I heard it from said, like, oh, that's not scary at all.
Yep, they'll use the robo dogs to deliver us our YouTube checks. That's what they'll do.
And if we complain about them being light, then we get the dog bite.
Yeah, and then they bill us for the fucking dog bite.
Exactly. But I was wondering if anybody's ever hooked 8 of those up, or 9, or whatever, however many, including Rudolph, hooked them up to like a sleigh, see if they can pull that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they can't fly.
Red Terminator nose going on. Yeah, that's what it would have going on, man.
I mean, they're headless, so you'd have to put like heads.
I mean, you could put a fucking head on it, bitch.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody's like stopping you from putting a head.
Wait, there's a sleigh.
Yeah, there's the sleigh, and it will will help us to go sleighing.
It like there's its runners where it like launches out of there.
Yeah.
Kind of
I
like
wonder if the people who made this game were thinking everyone would be all positive about what was going on in the workshop, and then we turned it all dark. You know,
I want to see
we turned it all dark and fucked up.
I want to see the animation. I almost said animatic because there weren't a lot of frames
at the end
in it.
when everything's cleaned.
Well, no. I was going to say I want to see the animation of the sleigh getting ready to go in exactly the same, like frame by like reshoot it, the opening from Wing Commander.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Where the space plane comes up out onto the flight deck and goes zooming off.
Oh, I'll Wing Commander.
That whole sentence got off kilter because I couldn't remember Wing Commander.
Yeah, dude, I remember vaguely playing Wing Commander when I was but a wee child.
Oh yeah, I played a bunch of it, but it was one of those games where, being a child, I wasn't able to
understand it properly.
Well, I got to a certain point and the difficulty ramped up massively, which, as I've read, is not uncommon, that there's a wall that you hit, and I just could not beat a particular level, and there wasn't really good the internet was in its infancy, and there weren't any places where I could get tips for it, and so it just sort of fell off.
Well, you could always play Star Citizen when it comes out.
Yeah, but then my reflexes will have dulled because I will have been dead for 13 years. That's a real problem with the old reflexes.
Oh yeah, you don't, your reflexes definitely don't do too well with the old mortis del rigor.
I can only hope that the people my organs go to, if they're still viable for me to give them out, might enjoy some
Star
of that.
Citizen.
Yeah. But also, I hope they didn't spend any money on the storefront.
Store Citizen.
Do people call it that?
I don't know. They probably do.
I would encourage you to call it that. I'm sorry.
I know that I'm it's low hanging fruit to make fun of Star Citizen,
but Store Citizen is funny.
Whatever, man.
We can't be the ones coining that. There's no way.
It's kind of weird. When I was growing up, people kind of had a positive view toward the idea of, in the future, we'll all use, like, instead of money, we'll use credits, like in Star Trek or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And now everybody's like, credits, that's like dystopian and horrible.
Boo, I want to buy some gold.
Exactly.
Don't
fucking
buy
weird,
gold
man.
unless you have a good reason to, because people will break into your house and steal your gold.
Yeah. Although Costco, they're making like bank, from what I understand.
I heard something about this. What are they selling?
Gold.
Are they selling it slightly undervalued or something?
I don't know.
It's a lost leader of precious metals. What the fuck?
That just does not seem like that would work out very well for you.
No.
At all. Maybe they're selling it at cost, exactly.
Tell me it's a little brick with the Kirkland thing stamped into it, please. If it's not, what the fuck, okay? Because Kirkland is the name of their store brand, and it's very specific.
Captain Kirkland of the Starship Twerkland. I don't know why I say these things, okay? I don't know why I say these things. It just comes into my brain, and I can't stop it.
Does Costco sell a sled and brand it the Coastco?
I suspect not. I mean, look, all I know is, as the climate, teeters toward collapse,
every snow is more precious than the last.
Snow.
Yeah.
And that further, people should start doing, like, F1 snow racing or something like that.
I mean, they do snowmobile racing, and it's awesome. I mean,
like, no, high-speed fucking electric snowmobile. Well, not snowmobile, but it's like
snow cars. I'm very
snow cars.
Very much into that. Like S1.
Yes. And And I'm just
no,
saying...
Formula S, basically.
Formula S.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Formula S. And, like, we need to enjoy the snow while the getting's good. That's all I'm saying, man.
No, I agree. I fully agree.
I'm saying... Oh, yeah. I've lived in Texas my entire life, and there's a part of me that's like, I want to, before I die...
Live somewhere else where there's snow.
Like, snowy as fuck. And
Minnesota or someplace.
I've grown to despise hot weather, like, really badly.
Me too.
So I want to be able to, like, start despising a different kind of weather.
Exactly. You're a realist.
As someone who likes staying inside a lot, and this is, you can tell everybody the truth. I do a lot better in the extreme cold. It'll be like well below freezing, and I'm like, maybe I could put some socks on eventually.
I guess I'll turn the air conditioner off. Yeah.
Whereas I've just learned to live with the heat. It's my enemy.
Okay, you know what? You know you had fucked up mentally, and you need to get a handle on yourself. If you ever got to the point where you hated, like, the New England winter, it's like, oh, a million different shades, just orange. Sick of this crap. You'd have to get a handle on your brain, like, calm the fuck down.
I mean, I'm sure people who live there their entire lives hate it, and I accept that.
Oh, well, now, to me, it's like,
but anyway,
I've read the research.
This is the season of perpetual hope and joy.
Well, also, I was going to say, I've read the research. Ain't nobody needs to rake them leaves. They're good for the ground.
Yeah, I know.
Leave them there.
I remember years ago on this YouTube channel, we complained about somebody leaf blowing. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
With, like, an incredibly loud, like, two-stroke engine leaf blower. And it was extremely irritating. And we complained about it during, it might have been a live stream even, I don't know. And somebody came into the comments and was like, you're just, contributing nothing to the world with your YouTube video, and this person's doing the very important task of leaf blowing.
You can shut us the fuck off if you want.
And it's like, come on, bro. Like, humans got by real easy for a long time
without
with
blowing any leaves.
I'm not hating or anything.
Oh, just with rakes. Yeah, we're not hating.
We were just, like, minorly
irritated by the
grousing,
noise,
as it were.
Yeah, and
about the leaf blowing sound.
And
like,
also,
this motherfucker had a busted leaf blower. It was not.
It wasn't good. Yeah,
it was not at the level of a sound that the leaf blower should have been. But
yeah, it was noise pollution.
This looks like a fire hydrant.
It does.
It's a giant fire hydrant of presence.
No, it also looks like those the single person shelters in Fallout.
I agree with that.
Pulaski preservation shelters or whatever.
They never work. I want to see at some point in a Fallout game
somebody who was in one of those.
Somebody who survived because of those preservation
like
shelters.
Instead of a fucking vault dweller, it's this guy. Yeah.
Oh
my
God. I want a new Fallout game.
Yes.
So badly. And I hope that, given that it's going to be like years before we even see the Elder Scrolls 6, that Microsoft puts a secondary team on
whip that shit into shape. Yeah.
Fallout. Okay, that's just Fallout something, Fallout 5, Fallout New Vegas 2, Fallout Texas. It's just, I don't care what it is. I need it. I need it in my life. I even need that Fallout 4 like definitive edition / remaster that they promised last year would come this year and has never come.
Wait, has Fallout London come yet?
I don't think so.
I want that too.
London has come. I don't know. I don't know why I had to be dirty. I don't know why I had to be dirty. I was born to the filth. Okay, I was born to the filth. And I'm going to keep rolling with it on into the night. This is probably a long-ass video, by the way.
I guess we might have to split this bitch and have it on Christmas Eve and also
something
Christmas.
Like that. Yeah, exactly. Because we've been recording for 39 minutes already, and we're only 64% done. Holy shit. I mean, maybe Uko could somehow do a clean cut of this video and it would only be 2 minutes long. That's Not realistic.
Without the language or talking about elf jizz or whatever.
Yeah. That's
It would just
realistic.
It would be like first there's a bunch of silence and then a rant about leaf blowers.
Yup.
And then roll the credits. Like, what the fuck?
Yup. Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to jump off to that thing because that's so fucking wrong.
I think it's sad that, I mean, it's just the two of us that do everything. So we're not going to do one of those things where you put credits, but it's just all us for doing 30 fucking things.
Yup.
But it makes me sad because I kind of want to credit crawl sometimes.
Okay, we're going to stop here. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that schmexit thumbs up button. Make sure you ring the bell to keep getting notified of delicious waffle content. Waffle Bros signing out.